Good morning. So we're 10 days into our 28-day Scottish road trip, and I thought I'd just do a little update video to let you know how we're doing, where we've been, and give you some advice if you're planning a similar trip. So we're not doing the North Coast 500, although we have joined it now. We started in the Loch Lomond and Trossachs area, and then we moved across to the Cairngorms, and now we've meandered across towards the coast at Inverness, and now we're on the North Coast 500, and we're heading up to the North Coast where there's a solar flare forecast for the end of the month, and we're hoping to see the Northern Lights. So if you're planning a trip so far, and we live quite frugally, so far we've spent over £600. Half of that has been, more than half of that has been on fuel. We've driven about 700 miles so far, but we do have a very big van. There it is, big Sprinter in the background, so we don't get the most fuel economy either. We haven't really eaten out, but we have eaten a lot of local fare and cooked it ourselves. So I can highly recommend something called beef olives. No olives, they're absolutely amazing. Grab some at the supermarket or at a butcher's and try them out. They're so good. We've also tried some venison meatballs and some other bits and bobs. So, but yeah, we've mostly cooked ourselves, so we haven't eaten out a lot. So far, our favourite places to visit have been, and places you should definitely go. We climbed the Cobbler, which was absolutely amazing. It's been my favourite hill so far. We went to a place called Puck's Glen that I would highly recommend. Then we went to a place called the Hermitage, which was also absolutely amazing, really beautiful in the Forest Tay, and it was absolutely gorgeous. And now we've landed at a place called Brora, which I would highly recommend. We were the only people here last night, and it's absolutely beautiful. There's Stuart and the dog. Yeah, would highly recommend it here. We slept in the car park. There is a campsite here, but it's literally just behind a chain link fence. It looks a bit like a prison, though no criticism. It's got some lovely reviews if you do want a campsite. So yeah, if that's your thing, there is a campsite here. What we have found since getting on the NC 500 route is a few no camper signs. We went to Rosemarkie where we saw dolphins. It was absolutely beautiful, but the village isn't camper van friendly. There's big signs up saying no motorhomes. And then as we drove along the coast, we saw a few no dirty camper signs and handmade signs, obviously, and a few signs asking you not to use the place as a toilet. So it's a shame people have been doing that. So just be aware that it's a little less camper friendly. I'm not going to get into the whys and wheres of that, and try and park considerately, obviously, as we're doing. So, but yeah, all in all, 10 days. It's been absolutely amazing. We love it. Look at it.